Okay, we are okay. Yeah. Okay, we are back with SouthTyrol meets Speedruns Carnival Edition. Now with our little Sonic blog, starting with Sonic Origins by cheesyboss. With that, let's see what they have to offer us. Okay, you're alive. Please introduce yourself, introduce your life,
Oh, I was live?
and tell me when time has to start.
Was I live? Or do I introduce myself now?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hello everyone. I am cheesyboss. I am a Sonic Origins speedrunner that mainly focuses on the Sonic 2 portion of the game. I'm well known in the community for my fast spin dashes and Knuckles gameplay. So what you're going to be seeing in this run is some fast spin dashes, cool little speed tricks, and we're going to see some interesting glitches along the way. Let's get right into it.
Wait, before we start, I have to fix the overlay.
Oh, sounds good. Let me know when I get on the air before I start. Sorry.
All fine.
I thought I was in the air for a second. I was so nervous. I didn't know what was happening.
No, it was a me issue.
Okay.
Okay, everything is set now.
Sounds
We
good.
love technical difficulties. Yeah, then you can tell me when to start the time, and yeah.
Could you give me a countdown before I start, so I know
Um,
like when I can talk?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You are already live.
Oh, I am? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I'm too tired. Did I already introduce myself?
Yeah.
Okay, hello everyone. You already heard my spiel. Let's just get right into it. Wish me good luck, and it's timer to start in 3 seconds as soon as I hit start new game. In 3, 2, 1, go. Emerald Hill is basically just like the intro to the game. Speedy like Green Hill. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of swag strat, or not really as much of swag strat anymore. Or no, I'm pulling it off. So the main thing about this level is to gain that bounce strat down as Knuckles. On average, I'll get about 17 seconds, but with that messy beginning, I got 20. Although the fastest with other characters is around 16 if you do some crazy strats instead of the bounce strat. Most of these levels are going to be under 30 seconds, except for the later levels.
I thought for a second your stream has crashed.
Oh, I put
Also,
up.
can you move away the mouse from the gameplay?
Oh, it's still showing? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I'm too tired for this. I'm going to be pulling this off-camera strat here, which saves some time. Because if you go too fast while the camera's following you, this boss right here is going to like be much more delayed and lose you like seconds. And one thing you'll come to know when running Sonic 2 is that most of these bosses are very easy. Like it'll take you less than like 10 seconds to beat them. Except for the final boss, of course. That one's a whole different story.
Well, after this one, you really should go to sleep.
I think I will have to. Chem 1 here is one of the more speedy levels in the game, featuring a cycle skip if we get lucky enough, which we did get lucky enough. After this, it's just getting some fast loop jumps and trying to make this jump up here, which I did not make. But that's fine. because it would be about the same amount of time if we didn't do the cycle skip. My best on here is around 16 if I get lucky. Real lucky. But it's usually 18 if I pull off the cycle skip. I've been running this game for about 2 years, and I've had quite a bit of history with Sonic 2 beforehand, so that's probably why I enjoy this game the most out of the bunch. I used to run Amy at first before I found my colonist Knuckles. This level, you just do a quick layer switch to save like 20 seconds of the level right here. And then we're going to be doing a little bit of a risky jump here if we don't get enough speed, which we got enough speed for. That saves the whole scary underwater section of the level. Used to give me nightmares as a kid.
And we all know that on a lot of underwater levels are slow.
Oh, you're going to see some fast ones soon. Or, it's basically this level, and the next level after, or the next two that are water themed. After that, we won't have any more to deal with. Except for some oil that we'll be going through later. But I'll keep that one a secret. Not Aquatic Ruin 1 here. This is just a spin dash fest. We're just going to be speeding right through it. Except for that. So the most optimal spin dashes to be doing when you're doing these runs is about 6 taps. Because each, how many taps you do when spin dashing is how fast you go. So there'll be some tricks that are like 3 taps, 6 taps, or like a perfect. Which is like 6 taps with like a perfect release, or like doing like 7 in a weird rhythm. Which I didn't know how to do perfects at first until like this December, after like 2 years of running. So it's really helped me improve at the game. Down here, we're going to be going through the good old bottom route. And this is going to make the water level much faster here. And let's see if I pull off this jump. I did not, so that doesn't mean we're going to slow down here. Just a few more quick spin dashes. We're going to hit the spring. And we're going to give Eggman a good little surprise here. So normally, when you start the boss fight, Eggman spawns up there. But in Origins, you can just jump up, and you can just surprise him that way. 37 isn't too bad of time. But if I did the Eggman fight right, and the underwater section, I probably would have got like a 33, 34. Still pretty solid. Now, Casino Night, on the other hand, it's a pretty tame level if you know what you're doing, but if you mess it up, you can mess it up very badly here. So let's see if I get lucky. Alright, it's not lucky me so far. Oh, alright, we got over the scary part. If you don't make that jump, most of the time, you're gonna lose like 20 seconds.
Also disclaimer, we as event team do not condone gambling.
Gambling's not fun. And that is why we are skipping the games and just getting straight to the end of this act.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have to put down gambling as content warning.
We're gonna give Eggman a little bit of a talking to at the end of the zone.
We have to teach Dr. Eggman to not gamble.
Sure, trapping animals and robots is one thing, but gambling, that's a serious offense.
Yes.
Now this is a pretty straightforward level. There's not really anything important here unless you're other characters. Like if you're Tails, there's like an insane boss skip you can do that saves like 20 or 30 seconds of the level. This part right here is RNG because you can get like good luck with the bouncers there to get here quicker. Another notable thing, which I'll show you in just a second. There's a pretty nifty boss strat you can do here, but I have to get just lucky on here. I did it way too early. But we should be able to make this up. So if I did that boss try right, I'll be bouncing on that boss, and it'll keep doing like its drop down animation, keeping it from having its zapper on. And I'll be able to just hit it all 8 times, and saving like 3 seconds, 5 seconds. That's probably the second to third hardest like boss strat in the game. Hilltop here, we have a cool glitch that I'm going to show you soon. Now I may have went a little bit too low here, but we still made it up here. So normally, everyone goes to the bottom route here once they get over this big hill. But for Knuckles, he just glides right up over here, because we're going to do a small little detour to get to that bottom cave. So you guys spam. Oh, first try too. That clips us all the way to like the bottom route, past all the annoying stuff down there, and that saves us like 2 to 3 seconds if we get first try. So 38 is a pretty good time, despite like the bad beginning we had. And then Hilltop 2 has another cool trick I'll show y'all. Hilltop is mainly about getting the right jumps and the right amounts of spin dashes, like the speed. We're gonna try and avoid this little fire guy here. Get to the top route? Nope. Bottom route it is. So getting up to that top route there would have saved us a few seconds, because we don't have to go all the way up. And if we usually you can jump past that rock, but I didn't time it well. Alright, so the cool thing about this level here is that if I do this just right, we won't have to fight this boss. If I can get it, third try. Pardon me, I might be a little bit too tired for this. There we go. So it doesn't require a perfect spin dash to get that speed and angle, but I do find it much more easier to do it that way other than doing like a 6-tap spin dash. Because perfects are like, although they are like a tap or like a better version of the 6-tap, it's so much faster. Mystic 1, another spin dash fest. We're just gonna be speeding right through here. And Knuckles is very good with spin dashing with, since when he stops gliding, you can instantly spin dash right after, instead of having to like jiggle around, trying to stay still. Oh, we just got a box squeeze in there. That's a really hard thing to do in a Mystic Cave. Takes good timing. Now we're gonna do another risky squeeze here. Never mind. You would go onto that like other pillar there, and you would spin dash as soon as that other one like drops down. But 31 is a pretty good time to get. Now Mystic Cave 2 might get a little bit sloppy here. The boss here is RNG based.
First they had gambling, now we have basically RNG. At least RNG isn't gambling.
At least I didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Doing a local zigzag here. I didn't get the one strat I wanted to jump over that one area, but let's just hope this boss doesn't annihilate me. Because those spikes that generate there are completely random, and if I was lucky, none of those would have hit me when I was hitting the boss. Oh no. No, this is bad now. If I get hit here, I have to like restart the level. Alright. We made it somewhat unscathed, but that's fine. Just good old marathon run shenanigans.
The angel sweats.
Not as nervous compared to other runs, so I'm glad about that. Oil 1. So in the original game, Going through the oil is much more risky, but in here, you can just dive right in. You don't want, I mean, there's still like a limit to how far you can go down, but it's much more lenient. So that's what we're going to be relying on for most of this level here. And we're just going to stay right onto here. Wait for this fan to turn off so we don't get pushed away. I can't do the super good ending. If you get that jump just right, you don't have to wait for that green pipe to push you up. Some characters like Tails and Amy can do a fan skip and like get over that fan area before it even starts blowing them away. This level's a little bit risky with its boss trap, but the route to get here is pretty cool. Because we're gonna do a super fast spin dash here. And just climb up here. Then we're just gonna glide all the way over here. And we pulled off this jump first try. Look at that, a little bit too safe. Because if you go too far, you kind of hit the rim of that and lose your speed. I want you to have a little bit of luck on this boss fight here. Because you're going to have to go in the oil and be very careful with how low we go. That doesn't seem to be much of a problem. Depending on like where you bounce on there, sometimes it'll like force you to be like right inside Eggman, and you get like pushed down with him, and that gets a little bit scary. Now next level, this is gonna be like the most major clip in the game. So originally the best time for this level was about a minute with Sonic, and with this clip, it's gone down to like 39 seconds. Let's see if I get there. And you wouldn't guess how I get in there either. Does you go down right here? Get a 1/6 tap in there? Oh, nope. You gotta like jostle around a little bit. And you just skip 20 seconds right there because of that upper section. I would do some quick dodging up here. Hope we get on the sledge, which we did. Now we're just gonna try and perfect and ease off here. Usually the Metro levels when running Sonic 2 can be a little bit scary to deal with and easy to lose time in. So I didn't really expect to get the best time here because my best is like a 36, 37, but 46 is good enough. If that beginning there, I didn't spin dash soon enough. Now we're gonna have another clip here, but it's not very major. But it does skip an annoying part. So we're just gonna glide up here, and just keeps banging my head against that ceiling. Dodge this guy. Dodge this guy. Dodge this guy, and just it's not high enough. Never mind. What you saw right there is called a super glide. So like as soon as he like bops on an enemy and starts gliding, he gets like an upward like amount of height, and that's used for like 2 levels. This level could have been worse, but I could have done some parts a bit better too, like the beginning. This next level here is going to be our longest of the run, Metro 3. The only zone in the game to have 2 acts, or 3 acts. Which a lot of people complain about, but I'm happy about. Because I mean, this zone, it's pretty underrated. The music's good. I do like how the levels are done. The whole point in this beginning is to get this cycle skip. And after that, it's mainly just relying on more cycles. But I'm not in its favor right now. I wasn't to the cycle skip fast enough. Well, did I say how easy it is to get hit in Metro if you don't know what you're doing? It's really easy. Lucky cycle guess. Probably one of the most scariest parts of the run is doing this big climb. Because there's a really close part you're going to have to deal with up here. Trying to beat this guy. Oh no, you got me anyhow. Now it's just all about not getting hit again. Which we don't. Because if that hit me, I would have got set like 40 seconds back. So we aren't trying to get hit like that. Now this boss strat is all about getting hit over and over again to damage boost and get 2 hits in instead of 1. But 55 isn't too bad. It could have been better if we did the early cycle faster. And we didn't get hit near the big climbing section. But that's most of the scary stuff until the big bad ending. This level, I have nothing to say about this. It's just an auto-scroller. You just sit here and wait 2 minutes and 8 seconds doing nothing. If we have any donations, now would be a good time to read any if we do.
We don't collect any donations.
Oh, we don't?
Yeah, we don't.
I see.
Yeah. But we can use this time to show our love to alto scholars. Or our hate, depending if you love alto scholars or hate them.
Sorry, I spaced out for a second. I do need to sleep after this.
Yeah.
I could talk about my
That's your
running
fault
experience.
if you have read the time wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just glad I was like I probably shouldn't sleep yet. And I'm so glad I didn't.
And then you saw the notification and thought, oh, I forgot something.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. I was like, what am I getting a ping for?
And then you looked on the schedule and saw, oh, it's already time.
I was like, oh no. I thought it was later tonight. That's fine though. I was already excited to run this today.
Yeah.
It's always awesome running for people.
At 7 PM, that it would be at 2 AM my time. And that I didn't want to do your run at 2 AM.
Better than doing a run at 7 AM. Alright, this level is a little bit finicky. We're gonna be trying to do a clip here. Or not. If I can get this angle. So I'm gonna try at least once. If we do this, it'll say like 10 seconds. I gotta restart the level. If you turn left during that, you get soft locked. Or not soft locked, but well yeah, soft locked. I always play the rat normally. But that's like the risky glitch strat for the level. But once you get to this part, it's all the same. Because we're going to do a massive super glide just to get through most of this level. See if I can land it just right. We did. And now we just sit here and glide to the end. And once we see ourselves like move, like bob to the right slowly, we're gonna let go and spin dash into that hatch. Now, if I get lucky with this boss, I am able to one-cycle it. But I gotta be really good with it. And that's not gonna happen. But 2-cycle ain't bad either. Now we gotta wait for this quick cutscene of Tails getting Knuckles to Death Egg. Now this is where like the run killer begins for this game. Because this boss is probably one of the hardest bosses to do in the game. And as Knuckles of all people, it's even harder. So wish me luck for me to get it first try. If I don't get it first try the risky way, I will do the safe way. This risky strat I'm going to be doing is called the 12-0 strat, where I get behind the Death Egg robot, and I essentially like wail at it as fast enough to where the flame hitbox doesn't kill me, because I won't have any rings for this level. I mean, there is a Mecha Sonic, but he's not really much of a problem, because we're just going to blaze through right here. We're gonna give Eggman a little bit of a jump scare here. Chase him onto his mech. Alright. See if we pull this off. Nope. Got too confident there. We'll do it the safe way now. But the main thing that makes it a run killer is that you're already like 20 to 30 seconds in when you start. So and most like good pace runs are already doing the Death Egg first try. So it just like ruins your pace completely if you don't pull off that one trick. But I promise you this safe strat is just as flashy. Because we're still going to get behind, but we're going to not be as risky with the hits. Okay, get some small angles in here. Get 3 hits in here. Now here comes the scary part here. We're gonna position ourselves right here for it to land right here. Get right here and jump. And just get our 3 hits in this way. And boom. Time will end as soon as a cutscene of Knuckles falling through space happens. So after this flash. And it's time. This run, it was okay. It was a marathon run. There's some parts I wish I did much better, but some I'm happy with happened the way it did.
Yep.
I'm glad to have ran for y'all. Some people I want to thank are my close friends Rigpig and Rhinomex for encouraging me, and the entire Sonic Origins speedrun community, and also for my couch member that's supposed to be here, Speed Egg. Which I'm sorry for not letting you know about the time sooner. I completely read the time wrong. But you were here in spirit. Thank you for having me here. I really appreciated running. Always a pleasure to run.
Yeah. With that, we can set up the next one, which is Sonic Colors DS.
Let's go.
Yeah. It was my idea to put the 2 Sonic ones back to back.